And she said clearly that even if you take a mortician cannot necessarily be an anatomist, but an anatomist can be a mortician, because it takes a lot more to be an anatomist. A mortician just washes dead bodies and all of that. So it's something that almost anybody can do. But for an anatomist, you have to go to university, study for those years, and graduate from it. So it's very unfortunate the way that some people can tease or make fun of anatomists when they are very capable. It worries me.
Yeah, we can be talking about it now, but it was very painful those days. In fact, traumatic. You're scared of the lecturer coming to take class, and then you leave the class feeling bad. Then your colleagues who are in medicine make it worse, and then you ask yourself, where are you going to after this? What hope? But not knowing that we're not well informed, actually. We're not well informed, because there are instances where this is misunderstood.
How are you today? Pardon me. I'm a bit excited. I'm very thrilled to speak with the person who is on the podcast today. I don't know if you've had that one friend that you cannot understand the love you have. For this person, I have loved him with an everlasting love. It's so complicated because the same way you would want to hug this person and just be around them, it's the same way you want to physically express your anger whenever they are around. I can't wait for you to meet my guest for today. He has inspired me for a long time due to his commitment, his generosity, his frankness, because he can be quite blunt. He is a qualified anatomist and medical doctor, and today we are discussing his journey from anatomy to medicine. Stay tuned. My name is Kay, and this is the K Touch. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my podcast, the K Touch. And before me, I have, without a doubt, please believe me when I say, this is one of the most important people in my life. I don't know how to mince with words. I have on my podcast today Igwebuike Nwogbe, IG for short. Now, this young man, the impact he's had on my life has gone beyond my uni days. Till now, some of the habits that I have, as me personally, as a grown human being, as a result of the effects, good or bad, though, that IG had on me back then in uni. I cannot think, sleep, or eat some moments without reflecting on IG as a person. And you find out why he's so impactful to me. IG, welcome to my podcast. It is good to have you here.
It's good to have me around though too. It's good to see you after a long while.
Excited. I am so excited.
Well, I'm excited to see you. And I think you did a lot of prayer to have brought me here. I think you actually added prayer to this to have brought me here.
Yes.
You know I don't do this kind of thing, but
I know you don't do it. I know you don't. People, I'm sure there are a lot of our mutual friends that are going to watch this interview and wonder what brought IG, but we'll go to that later on.
How you got me here. All right, it's good to be around. It's good to be around.
Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to crack on with the questions. I know you're a very busy man, so I'm just going to crack on with it. IG, I know you have a background in anatomy and you are a medical doctor. It is your background in anatomy I'm going to be asking you questions on, as well I'll ask you a few questions about yourself so that people know you personally as well. But let me start with this. What is your earliest memory of me?
All right. Earliest memory of OK. All right, I met OK in okay, I'll call him K because I think
anyone you want to call me is fine. Okay, it's fine.
I met K in 2001. Yes, 2001, 2002. I'm about, if I'm not making a mistake.
Yes.
At University of Port Harcourt. We're both of same fellowship.
Yeah.
Initially, we had Lighthouse, where we belong to Set Free.
Yes.
Okay can dance. Wow. Okay can break dance. In fact, when they want to, when they want to get a crowd during fellowship, set free, and then looking at Okay's height and my height, and then because of him, I even joined the unit. So we are into choreographing, and then subsequently now migrated to Jesus Disciples Fellowship, where he left me, and where I've also left. That is for another day discussion. I'm sure he's not shocked. Yes. Okay. Okay has many remarkable qualities. Yes. He's very intelligent. Yes. He's brilliant. He's innovative, and more so with all these unique qualities, he's humble. And that is the catching thing. You don't see him show off, and he's willing to learn. He met this trained IG and was willing to help me out. He did, and maybe at the end you will know how he achieved that.
We're going to come to that because I don't even know what you are saying right now. But
okay, he was never intimidated by my demeanor, which many people ran away from, and he was and always helped me make adjustments in various aspects. Yes, okay. He did. In fact, I have improved significantly since meeting Okay, I must say. Okay, thank you very much.
Wow. Please,
however, this discussion will not.
Please don't believe IG. Anything that IG says about my impact in him, please let's leave that to another day. People would testify of how this reverse thing worked, but it's fine.
I have a witness. I have a witness. I have a witness. I have a witness. However, this discussion won't be complete without mentioning NK. And that is the witness, NK.
Yes. I'm going to invite Nkechi on this as
well. I
hope
she sees this. NK is a fantastic lady. Okay, used her initially to torment me. I don't visit ladies, and ladies don't come around. Okay, did not hear. The first lady that came to my apartment then in Uniport was NK.
Yes.
Okay, knew I would be upset and brought her. But that was a decision that actually improved me. Yes. While Okay was learning in the job, trying to push me around, make me become better, NK did not hold back. She continued even after Okay had left. NK, thank you in case you see this video.
Oh, right. Okay. Now, do you know it's interesting, IG, that you said basic, because I remember you also from basic. But you know one thing that struck me about you? The first thing that struck me about you was your height. I'm already a tall man. I'm 6 foot already. So in my dictionary, anyone who is taller than me is too tall. IG, you are long. You're not tall, my brother.
Oh, you're 6 foot what?
I'm 6 foot, just about 6'1". I know you are about 6'3". If I remember correctly, you're about 6'3".
I accept I'm tall.
You are 6 foot. I'm
not long. I'm tall.
You are long.
I'm tall.
We're not going to argue. Let's leave our personal quanta for another day. But I remember you from basic IG, and the first thing I remembered about you was our first interaction, because you said, and you are very correct, every time I tried to introduce you to a woman, it was a problem.
Yeah.
And I remember one of the first women I tried to introduce you to IG, you abandoned me in the conversation and walked forward.
Is that what this is about?
This is not what this is about. Okay, we'll leave this one. Okay. Let's leave this one. Okay, let's move forward.
It's good to see you again. I missed you a lot. I missed you. I can't remember laughing like this. I'm sure if we're
going to come back to this.
Surprised.
We're going to come back to this. But let me go straight to your anatomy. We're coming back, but we'll go straight to anatomy.
Okay.
IG, I have a statement, and I need you to agree or disagree on this statement. Nigerian anatomists are not qualified. Agree or disagree?
Strongly disagree.
Please tell me why. Why do you think they are qualified?
Well, in a brief, too, Nigerian anatomists undergo rigorous training and education to gain the expertise in their field, and that is actually same with many other professions. However, the quality of the qualification can vary.
Yeah.
But many anatomists are highly competent. Yeah, they are, and they contribute significantly to the medical science and education. Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
So they do.
I like that because you're, as far as I'm concerned, you even have 2 degrees. You've got your anatomy qualification, and now you're a qualified doctor. That's a lot
Spending
to.
spending how many years in the university?
Wow.
Yeah.
So how do you think did the anatomy qualification help you with getting the medical degree, or did you have to start all over again?
The anatomy qualification tremendously helped me to get the medical degree. It
Okay.
did
All right.
tremendously.
Wow.
So we didn't have to go back again.
Okay. Why did you now this is another question I ask people who change degrees. Did anatomy choose you or did you choose anatomy? So was it a case of you deciding to choose to study anatomy in the university, or did, as my friends would say, the jam you? Because me,
Anatomy
jam,
too.
jam me. Oh. The plan was to study medicine. I got given microbiology. I wanted to study
Uh,
industrial chemistry. They won't give me.
that's
So,
fresh in my memory. I know. So
yeah.
the same way, jam also jammed me. Yeah, it did jam me. I never had the anatomy in mind. It was medicine, not true. But the way jam turned out, we now came in through basic. But people go for anatomy for, I think, for three major reasons. The third reason is where somehow I fell into. Some have the keen interest for human body, so they just go and they want to really know more about the human body.
Yeah.
And there are others that desire to contribute to medical research. And so because of that, they say they're working, that I want to study anatomy. Then others have aspiration to become medical doctors. That is where I fall in. So it was the vision of becoming a medical doctor, not meeting the cutoff, then through basic, and then we kept on holding for that till we got the qualification. So the field
Wow.
of even the field, it holds a solid foundation for anybody that wants to go into medical or health sciences career. Yeah, and that's why I say it tremendously helped me. So I didn't go through again, and then even with the knowledge base, it kept me at a vantage position.
Yeah.
Yeah, so trying to transit during the exams was not a challenge because I'd already done, and anatomy is a core part of the whole medical courses we do.
But you
So
know,
that's
IG, you are a wonder. See, I'm not washing you. People will not understand. IG, you are
you're
a
not
wonder
watching
to
me,
me.
okay?
I'm not washing you. I'm just saying it the way it is. I think first of all, you should be science studied. Someone should take you as a person and study you because A, you are very
Thought you did that.
motivated. No, no, no.
Thought you did that.
You are extremely motivated. You are extremely focused. And
Oh,
and that is the truth. But let us now
oh,
let's talk about school days. Now people will understand what I mean. IG, it is
okay.
because of people like you that I understood the concept TDB. So please,
What's going to
IG,
that?
can you explain to the audience what TDB is and why it is that in uni days, IG, you will leave your hostel. How late was IG leaving? No, you leave your
Okay.
off camp BQ. You will leave it by, was it 7:30
Okay.
in the evening?
Oh
My
my
friend
God.
Igwebuike will not come
Oh
back
my
till the
God.
next morning because I lived with him. Oh. Igwebuike will not come back till the next morning. Around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock is when Igwebuike will be strolling into the house. Now, picture this. For a man to do that kind of thing, you expect the man will, okay, go and sleep. People do night shift. Not my Igwebuike. No, no, no. IG would then get up again like 3 hours later and go back to school. This was what my brother was doing week in, week out. Now tell me why you are not a case to be studied. So please explain to us what CDB is and why you were so consistent with it. Where did you get the strength from?
All right. I still do that. TDB means till daybreak.
Till
That's
daybreak.
what. So I still do that till now. Even presently, my partner, my wife can wake up and see me up and then stay through the night. And I prefer the night. Why? Because it's quiet. And
But
okay,
where do you
now
get the
coming to
strength from, IG? Where
so,
do you
so,
get the
so
strength from to read so long, late into the night?
well, I think I have that endurance of reading for hours. I could sit down and spend the whole day sitting down to read. even to where I am currently, preparing for one of my exams, part one. So I was really, I could go to the hospital and spend the whole day. I say from morning till the following day, then just go out, take water, and come back. Now, I explain why. For people like us, not like you,
Not like me.
your brain could just see something and pick it. Okay, he's very intelligent. I'm not watching him.
This is not
So
about me, please. Let's talk
okay
about it.
doesn't do TDB. So he just needs few hours, and then whatever he sees stays. So for people like us, we need to read it over and over and over again for it to stick. So I need more time. So I spend more time reading. That's just why. So if I go, I need to go back again. I need to go back again. Then when it sticks, it sticks. So if I compare myself with Okechukwu here, this fantastic guy, that his brain is different from the human. Yeah, I hope he told you guys. Okay, it's not about me.
Stop. Let's IG. This is about you. It's about you, please. This is about you.
So I do more reading because it takes time for it to stick.
Okay.
And I give into distractions a lot. So I go to where I'll be alone, and then less distractions. So I spend more time to read.
Okay, but I'm really fascinated by your anatomy story. Where do you think you got the strength to endure school for that long, finishing one degree, starting another degree? Even during our first degree, while I was doing microbiology, we had strikes, we had riots. And I'll come to that because there's something about you I have never told you before. But we had strikes, we had riots, and yet you were still able to endure the first degree and went for the second degree. Tell me about that. What was your motivation?
Okay, initially I said that reading medicine was what brought me to the University of Port Harcourt, but the JAMB score didn't meet up with the cutoff what was expected. Then we came in through anatomy. I wanted to tell the part of ministry. I'm sure you could have noticed that.
Yes.
I love spiritual, and that's one of the things I love to get you. If you interpret scriptures for you, simple. No, the whole this very simple. So that contributed to the bonding. That contributed to the bonding. So I wanted to tell the reading ministry, but then something happened. Sorry if my colleagues see this. We get to class, and we normally have class with the medical student, anatomy, then physiology. Then you hear the lecturer come into class and say that anatomist, what you can do in this country is to become a mortician. The business you can have is to be a mortician to wash dead bodies. Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, okay. How hurt me. Well, and then you see the medical student. After the whole thing, they'll be looking different and be seeing you as just full. So I told myself I was going to become a doctor to see. But when I became a doctor and graduated, I didn't feel anything. I said, so what was the whole thing
about?
Even till now, many don't know I'm a doctor. My neighbors don't even know I'm a doctor. But I started asking, what's the whole medicine thing? So this contributed to the push, even though I wanted to be a doctor. So I saw a reason to still continue and then make some corrections, or even in the medical field. I don't know that there are things I really want to correct. That's why I'm consistently, patiently staying in Nigeria to be a consultant. It might seem crazy, but I'm almost there. So
wow, amazing. Okay. Wow, this is because you've already told me now about you've gone into my next question, which was the stigma against anatomy, saying that they can only be morticians. I read somebody even go as far as an anatomy student right now. She made an article and wrote this same comment about morticians and all of that, and how it can be a bad stigma. And she said clearly that even if you take a mortician cannot necessarily be an anatomist. But an anatomist can be a mortician, because it takes a lot more to be an anatomist. A mortician just washes dead bodies and all of that. So it's something that almost anybody can do. But for an anatomist, you have to go to university, study for those years, and graduate from it. So it's very unfortunate the way that some people can tease or make fun of anatomists when they are very capable. It worries me.
Yeah, we can be talking about it now, but it was very painful those days. In fact, traumatic. You're scared of the lecturer coming to take class, and then you leave the class feeling bad. Then your colleagues who are in medicine make it worse, and then you ask yourself, where are you going to after this? What hope? but not knowing that we're not well informed, actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're not well informed because there are instances where this is misunderstood, and may arise concerns on the role of anatomists
Yeah.
when it comes to the medical profession.
Hmm.
However, well-informed individual can recognize the essential contribution that anatomists
Anatomists
make
make.
to yes, to medical education and researches. Yeah.
Wow, we're going to that's where we're going to now. But I want you to, do you have any any stories to tell? Now, this is still you as a BSc, someone heading towards a degree in anatomy. Can you tell us any particular stories you had about anatomy? Examining skeletons or any of those things. What is the practical life like for an anatomist?
Okay. For me, anatomy wasn't a passion, so
Hmm.
I was just there. Um, the interesting part of, or the practical part, the practical component of
Yeah.
anatomy has to do with the cadaver dissection, where you have to
Yes.
dissect a dead body, trying to, then you now get to appreciate more. In fact, that gave us the energy to say, okay, we almost seen ourselves as doctors.
Hmm.
So we see the organ of the dead body, though. They go and see how it functions. The things we read in the book, we're seeing them real life, having to open them up. And kudos to our lecturers those days.
Yeah.
And those are the exciting part of, these are the most interesting part of anatomy for me. But a standard event, I can't recall any standard event. I was just there trying to go through
Finish
the
it.
anatomy,
Yeah.
and then things happen. In fact, the way I eventually passed, because many did not believe I will pass because I was into ministry, I was into
Yeah.
anatomy, I
Heavily
would run
into
to,
ministry.
yes,
Yeah.
I was doing, and then my grades were not going good in the first second. I said, but you want to read it? I just made adjustment, and somehow we're there. The few of us that passed, we passed. So I don't have a standout event. I met good
Okay.
guys, good friends, and then, but my best pals were not anatomists. You and Enki, not anatomist.
Sorry
All
now.
right.
Maybe in another life. Okay. Now,
All right.
IG, I want to ask you because now I know this as a fact. There was a time that I saw you at one of your lowest states when you were studying anatomy. I think you had just written an exam and you hadn't passed that particular exam. And it almost broke me seeing you that way
I
because
think I can remember that exam.
your one thing about you is that you're very determined, you're very motivated. What I want to know during those times when things didn't necessarily work out, example, the exam, how were you able to pull through and still keep going on? Because most people would have given up. I know of people who never finished their degree, and when things got tough, they left. What kept you going?
Okay. One, I identified where um I first put the blame on myself because I said I was not doing enough,
Hmm.
and with the likes of okay, you see okay gets A, B, you ask yourself, but then it was, but I know I didn't put enough, so I first took the blame to myself and went back to see okay, IG. One of those instances, you're right. Okay, thank you for bringing it up. I had to go in the night and I
I remember.
prayed. I
I
prayed.
remember.
I
Yeah.
prayed until a lady. I prayed late into the night until a lady now came and tapped me
Hmm.
and told me, God has answered you. I turned back. I didn't even see.
Hmm.
I didn't know. Till today, I don't know. That exam was in short. It was the point of me giving up. I said all this stuff, but I also knew I was not putting in much. That's why
Yeah.
year three, year four, I'd have to make adjustment. Thank you very much. It was really, I didn't know you observed that.
Oh
And I don't
no,
know how to
IG,
talk
no.
about it.
Oh,
Just find my way and
if only you knew how much there's a degree of love that some of us have for you, and if only
mm,
you know, um, if only you know how much. IG, I'm not joking. There are some of us that will turn you into prayer points because of how much we care. NK is one of them. I'm one of them. There are times when Oku wisdom will say, what is wrong
mm,
with this one?
mm.
What is
And
doing IG? What?
I didn't forget to go wisdom. That one is another day's discussion.
That's another
Yeah.
day's discussion. Okay, I'm going to
Mm.
go on. I'm going to crack on now. IG, now I'm going to ask you some questions. Oh no, I need to finish on anatomy first before I start asking you a few interesting questions about yourself. Can you tell me if there is a future for anatomists in Nigeria? From your your little knowledge of the course and what it offers, what would you say is the future of anatomists in Nigeria? Or is everybody going to have to japa and go abroad to practice what they've learned in school?
With the current state of things, Japa if you can.
Yeah.
But not because it's anatomy, because both the medical doctors, the engineers, the IT, everybody's Japan.
Yeah.
So, but with anatomy, there's a future of anatomy in Nigeria. Yes, anatomists have the opportunity to pursue a range of diverse career paths, and they may be engaged in academia, where they instruct medical students and they train medical students, even nurses. Yes.
Yeah.
They contribute to advancement in medical and scientific researches. I talked about that earlier within research institutions. Yeah. And then they can also assist in surgical procedures in hospital settings. Remember that these ones, they deal with the cadaver where they had to see this system. So they can actually assist or apply their expertise in forensic science that aids them in any criminal investigation. Yeah. So that's the aspect where awareness and then training more. They make people understand that these are the opportunities that not washing bodies. I think the lecturer was just making fun because yes,
but it was all the more still traumatic all the same to hear that from an actual lecturer.
Yes, it was really sad times. So the outlook of this profession is promising. Yeah, if you consider it, it's actually promising.
Yeah,
as the demands for specialized medical knowledge and professions and techniques are in demand and increase. So they play significant role in the future of Nigeria.
Okay. Now I'm going to just ask you as a way of concluding this anatomy aspect. How you are now a medical doctor, having studied anatomy, you've gone into medicine. What are your current interests in medicine? And how has it been since you got your medical license and all of that?
Yeah, my current interest in medicine, I want to become a nephrologist. Currently, a senior registrar at a tertiary institution somewhere in the West.
What did you say, nephrologist?
Yeah.
So that's more kidney.
Yes, kidney.
Wow. Okay, I still know books more. Okay, that's I know book just a little.
Okay. So majorly, that's where I want to settle. And by God's grace, we're almost there. Okay.
Wow. Amazing.
Yeah, that's almost there.
Okay. All right. That's fine. Now I'm going to go into. I've enjoyed my conversation with you with regards to anatomy, but now I want to start asking more about you personally. Okay. So IG, I have a very important memory of you, and it just shows how important you are to me and the impact you've had on my life. Now, I can't mention all the many things you did, but I'll mention these two. One is with regards to my life because I was doing tutorials back in school.
Yeah.
M260, I don't know if you remember. And I'll discuss that one by saying that there was a point in time, that was towards the end of my final year, when I had done and taught Chem 260 over and over again, and I got very frustrated. I was so tired. People will be calling me for one-on-one tutorial. People will be calling me for group tutorials, classrooms calling me. And at one point, I just wanted to throw in the towel and say I won't do anymore. There was one person who was willing to flog me back into shape, and it was you. I remember a conversation we had in your room. I came back, I was so tired, and I said, IG, I can't take this anymore. There was something you said to me, and it sticks to me today. You said, okay, Chiku, there are only so many times that people are going to ask you for help. And this Chem 260 time is the only time people are going to ask you for help in this particular subject. If you don't do it, that opportunity has been lost forever. So do it and get it behind you and move to other things. Because of the way you said it, it was enough for me to try to punch you, because you know the way you give your own advice is not, you don't do it like NK does. You don't butter it up, you don't cover it well. You do it as though you and the person is fighting. So that was enough to vex me. But the words stuck with me. And that was one impression. You're laughing, but it's the truth. So I remember that, and I remember the impact you had, because it didn't affect you directly, but you kept pushing me to keep giving my best. I thank you for that. The second thing you did was that I want to share out of the menu was basic. We're about to finish our basic program. And there was a certain day, I just coming from town. I just coming from visiting my relatives. And school was in trouble. There was a riot in school. There was a demonstration. In short, that night, they had told all the people living on campus to leave campus. In a short space of time, we had to leave. And I was in Nelson Mandela then. But you did something that was so unexpected. I didn't have a place to stay. It was me and a few other people, David Okonofwa, there was Kerry, there was so many of us. We didn't have a place to stay. We were trying to manage. And you invited us to your place. It was a small room, but you kept us there for the period of time that we were not having a place to stay in school. It shows to me the magnanimity of your heart. But people will see you from afar and see this rock solid guy that nothing can shake. But we knew that deep inside that rock solid guy, it's just butter. Leave all this outside thing. Leave all this cement you are seeing as a guy. So this is me and what I think about you. But now I want to ask you questions about yourself. IG, what is it that you feel people don't know about you?
Okay. First of all, you've talked about it here. I keep a front on purpose, and that front did not work with you.
No.
And doesn't work with NK. Never doesn't. So the front is on purpose. It's like a defense. I'm a shy person, so I just keep that front, and they think that something is serious, nothing. Somehow you're able to break through and then know that behind this guy is one
caring
good guy there. Yeah. So
you used to hate that word, caring.
No. I still don't like it. I still don't like it. No, you just do the things I don't like. You just know I don't like it. You continue forcing it. So it's just a front. Yeah, just a front. I'm a shy person, but a lot of work was done meeting you. Yes, and I just saw that with this little contact I had with you, a lot of improvement. So I want to have you around.
Oh,
I want to have you around.
Beautiful.
Yes, painful when we had to part, and so I already conditioned my mind that okay was going to leave at a certain time. And if you notice, I started distancing myself.
And that upset me so much.
That's how to do it. So
I would be looking for you, but you were too busy for me, which was very upsetting.
Yes, it was on purpose. I just needed to tell myself that this was not going to stay for a very long time. That was the same story with
NK,
NK, and then wisdom too, even though it's not here. Wisdom was so I deal with, that's how I deal with it. I just tell myself, okay, this is not going to last. Okay, it's going to go, and then so I just start, and then I start distancing myself. I think those are the two things that people might not know. So the front is just a front, and by the time you interact with me, you now know, oh, IG, what's all this stuff? Are you not surprised that I'm married?
My brother.
When AK told you didn't believe I was going to get.
Oh my God. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. When I found out you were getting married, first of all, I had two strong emotions. The first one was shock. But the second one was anger. Oh
How?
my God. It took Nkechi over phone to calm me down that you were getting married, because I
What made
said
you
to
angry?
myself, how can this human being, this goat of a man, be getting married and I won't know? That was if I was so pissed. Then Nkechi now started calming me down. That was why I called you. If not, I was like, I won't even speak to you at all. You can go and marry. That was how I reacted to it. But the shock itself, because when we were in school, IG, you will not talk to a girl, talk less of touching her. What is it? Now you want to marry? From where? Who born who? Where did the girl come from? Did Jesus give her directly to your hand?
That's the blessing of a good partner.
Wow.
Okay, Chico, I can't even imagine. Because that's why I kept quiet because I already made a lot of noise with it. I was serious. I
Wow.
was serious about it until I met this charming lady. Very, very. She just understood. IJ, I know you. I know your mathematics. I know that. And then she was patient with me. And then I had to retract everything I have said. So I didn't know. I didn't have the courage to come and start telling those who don't like. IJ, I thought you're not going to marry. So I just like NK opened her mouth. As you know now, NK doesn't. She was there. So NK opened her mouth and started exposing me. And thank God she was healing it. I didn't want to. I was not going to tell you.
But you got
Because I knew I
married
had
when
made
I was
noise.
in I got and you got married when I was in the UK. What, your timing was just so upsetting.
Yeah.
Everything
And
was
that was
just
good. That was good. Okay. I like it. Because if you're around, only well, thank God that you're not around. Even if you're around, I would have told you. Even people that are around didn't even know. Because I made a lot of noise about it. I didn't know I was going to get married. But thank God I got married. I'm happy I
wow.
did. Yeah, I am. I
Wow.
am.
This
That's what I
shocked
was talking
me.
about the blessing of a good partner.
That's, this is this. Oh wow. We'll continue this conversation. IG, um, I want to ask, what do you do? Now, this is going to shock me. What do you do when you are not saving the world? When you are not in the hospital? When you are not speaking with patients? What do you do with your time?
Okay, I'm sure you can tell. If
I
you take
already
a
know
guess now,
the
if you take a guess, you know. Now, if I'm not studying the world, looking for revelational knowledge of the world, I'm
Hmm.
either praying or looking for who to go and teach the gospel. Yes, so I'm looking for who to teach. Or you see me online. You see me online. See my post, so much post. Some people come, I your post is too much. That's what I do with my time if I'm not talking to patients. Yes, I like revelation knowledge. I said that's why I bonded with you. See the way you are interpreting scripture with ease and making clarity. And I used to pray to God. I say, to be like okay. I'm telling you the confession. I want to
Wow.
be like okay. I want to be like okay. I want to be like, and God help me. But I was not talking like you. I was not drawing
No,
like you. I
no,
was not writing like
you
you.
had a
I didn't have the
personal
fast brain.
revelation for yourself.
I didn't have a fast brain like you, but I improved very well. So if I'm not
Yes, my
attending to
brother.
patients, I'm either studying the scripture, praying, and then a few occasions I do watch movies if there's anyone, and then basically my life is
Wow.
boring.
No, 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 not even boring at all. At all. If people know you, boring care. Anything about
Okay.
that. The
Oh.
interesting thing about you is what your interests are. When they talk to you, they will be like, is this how people talk? They are hitting me like this. I've seen people interact with you and they don't want to hear anymore. They are afraid. They are running away. I know of a few.
Okay.
I know of a few women that spoke with me after speaking with you. I said they will never talk with IGA.
Oh, sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, that was such a front, yeah.
I
The
know,
pressure
I
was
know.
much. Relationship, trying to meet people. I just had a way of running, avoiding stuff, keeping one serious face. Okay, but I'm better now. I know, I can have this.
And that it shocks me. And the
Yes, I
whole people are
can.
going to be shocked just seeing this video. Let me ask you another question. Um, do you know that you taught me how to cook? Do you know that there was something that you taught me how to cook? Can you have a guess of what you
Beans.
taught? Now I know you are really my friend. You taught me how to make beans.
Yeah,
It was because of
beans.
you I know how to cook beans and mix it with
Eh,
plantain. In short,
I know.
the bad habit you and Enyi taught me was how to eat plantain raw. It's because of you and Enyi that I learned. People
It's
people
good to
watching
have you
this
around
video so
those
that you
things.
know. Igwebuike taught me. Usually, I'm used to eating banana, but Igwebuike taught me how to peel plantain and eat it raw. That was what Igwebuike taught me. So when I say bad habits, there were some things that Igwebuike taught me.
You've not
So
added one more.
which one did you teach me?
Drinking Garri. That's why I like beans. That's why I like beans. And beans is the only food I know how to cook very well. Just oil stuff and that's
My brother, you were doing beans like there was no tomorrow. That's one
my
thing we could count on when we were living with you.
yes, okay.
Beans, there will be beans. There will be a pot of beans. Another thing we could count on when we're living with you is when your family brought soup and stew, they would just bring it to the house. And IG, I don't know how people could not see how generous you were. I don't know how people could. I don't know how you fronted it. How? Oh my God. They'll bring food to the house. Before you know it, you have divided the food and you won't even hold any for yourself. You're already telling people, no, you can have, there's stew. Go and warm stew now, cook rice, let's eat. That was you. And I just wonder how people could not see it. I just wonder. It's wonderful. So
I
you taught me
appreciate
how
God
to
for
cook
that.
beans. You taught me how to eat raw plantain. It was also because of you that I learned how to walk. Because we'll be walking from your BQ, boys quarter, all the way to Ofrima. It was you.
Yeah.
Oh, IG, you had an impact on my life that I can't
And
mention.
there's something NK always does to me because of that. She just grabs my back because I'm always walking fast. So she
You're
holds my
walking
back.
fast. She told me about that so often. Your leg, she's taking 3 steps. You've already taken 1.
I actually like walking. I told you guys I like walking. I like even till now. I prefer to walk to the hospital, even with the vehicle. I'll just decide to leave here in the morning and then walk to the hospital.
Wow. Amazing. Okay. IG, I want to ask you as well. If now you've told me you've changed, this is
I
where
have
I want to
changed,
ask you
but
now.
just depends. So
Well,
I've changed.
this is yeah, I want to ask you now. If you had, because I ask people on my podcast, if you had a message to yourself, so we're talking yourself of when you and I met, basic days. So that's 2001, 2002. If you had something to encourage yourself that back then, what would you tell yourself?
Okay, I think I took it overboard in my front, yeah, and till dates are still, I'm still paying the price a bit because I'm trying to correct these things are not that easy. So it's even affecting me when it comes to some kind of businesses I'm into.
Yeah.
That so if I had opportunity, I'd have made a bit of correction then. I think I pushed it overboard. Yeah, really. Some of those things were not necessary.
But to be honest, it was in a way why we loved you. That was one of the reasons that brought us to you. It was how unique you were. I tell you, I get it. I used to get a rush from when people would complain. And in my mind, it sweetened me because I knew what they didn't know. It was like I had that special access to IG that others didn't have. And so I was happy about it. So while you are suffering the suffering, I was benefiting from it. I was one of the people they would say, if you want to know IG, speak with OK. I love that so much.
But you were helping me out, okay? You were consciously helping me out because you knew those things that I had challenges and so you made me confront them. Like, thank you. You brought her to the. I saw it through the window. I said, okay. I didn't know what to do. I knew her and brought her. And then from there, started having. You did. I felt that was your mission in my life. And if I hadn't done that, I probably would have been worse now. But a bit of adjustment was there, and then coming out. We're still adjusting. I told you, my regret is that I took it overboard. It was too much. Not
Yeah.
conscious. It was a defense mechanism that was excessive. And I'm coming to now looking back and say, IG, what were you doing? Why not? It was not necessary. But so I can't tell somebody to behave like that now anymore.
Wow. Wow. You can't even tell someone to behave like that.
Nah.
Amazing.
Nah, you will lose a lot.
Amazing, IG. Honestly, amazing. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you questions that people will consider very irrelevant, but I want you to answer them all the same because my questions are about you as a person. If you had a choice between the following, I want you to pick what your choice will be. So it's either or. Okay? Beans and rice, beans and plantain.
Beans and plantain.
I already know the answer to that. Okay.
So,
I already know the answer to that one. Okay. Custard or pap?
pap.
You're my brother. I have somebody who's telling me they like custard. I
No,
don't know why
pap,
what
straight
all
up.
the fronting is about.
Pap, straight up, pap, straight
Straight
up.
up, pap. I beg. Let's
Pap.
call it what it is. A choice between Garri and pounded yam.
Oh, okay. Garri, I'm really used to Garri.
Really?
Yeah, the stress
No,
of
the
getting a
pounded yam is what it
How
is.
many, the stress of doing, okay, for instance, I don't like food that, I won't need to go through stress to do. You put the yam, you
That's the
boil the
thing
yam, you
about you,
pound the
IG. You
yam.
like cracking on with the physical things so that you can focus on the spiritual. Everything that is not necessary. You used to say back then it's not a program.
Eh,
Just move it,
okay,
move on.
so what I knew it has to do with getting to do this one, getting to do this one. I just lose appetite, so I don't like it. I like something I can just do, put Garri, put water, and then move on. You're right. You're right. It's not a program. That's my turn. Because it's long. It's flesh. It's food.
It's food, my brother. Okay, let me ask you. Porridge or yam and egg?
Porridge. Porridge what? Porridge yam or
Mm.
yam and egg. Is that what you
Yeah,
mean?
porridge yam or yam and egg.
Yam and egg.
Ooh.
Yam
Me,
and
I
egg.
prefer porridge. Oh.
Yam and
Do you
egg.
know how rich porridge is? I beg, I beg, I beg. Especially when you add smoked fish.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Okay,
about?
that takes time to grind his food before he
My
swallows
brother,
it.
I
Taught me
take
that.
time. I do it well. Oh.
Okay, doesn't rush food. Just
The-
take time. Just
oh my goodness, you remember? You people
yes, you
used
take
to
your time.
swallow food and you'll be
Yes.
hailing
I'm
it
kind
as
of
though
like you be there, so you have to wait for Kate to eat and go 30 minutes, then
I
you now
take my
start
time to eat. Yes,
because we
yes.
swallow the food.
I still take my time to eat here, but the way you do
We
it is
swallow.
as though you're inhaling the food. That's how IG eats in
That one. I can remember when you repeated it and you heard it. Jesus. Okay. Oh, good to see you. All right, this is good.
you as
At
well.
least this will make my call better.
Okay, let me.
Ah, I can
Now I
slap
have a few more to ask you. Um, a choice between Edikai Kong and Egusi.
egusi.
Okay, I prefer Edikai Kong because you have periwinkle inside as well. So, don't want to. Which one am I doing with Egusi? Egusi is just there, Jerry. Okay, now, now we've answered that one. What about when it comes to clothes? What will we see you in? Kaftan or suit?
Okay, between the two. Suits.
Mm-hmm. Suit.
Mm,
Wow, I'd like to see you in a suit. I haven't seen you in a
yes.
suit. Okay.
Really?
Okay, shoes or palm slippers?
Palm slippers.
Of
I
course,
don't
you
want
are palm
stress.
slippers.
I don't want stress. Palm slippers. I have some shoes that I just wear them once or twice. So, slippers
You really don't like stress at all.
at all.
You
I
don't
have
like stress. That's
yeah.
one wonderful thing about you. You don't like
Nah,
stress.
actually.
Wow. Okay, now
Life is simple.
just give me now two more questions and then we get to. I hope your art is how's your art going?
I'm done waiting for you.
Oh wow. Okay, I'm also done with my own. Okay, so just two more questions. Can you remember your matriculation number?
Hey, I know the last number is 317. I don't know what it is, but I know the last number is 317. Yeah, that's what I know about.
I can't remember my own.
I just know that
I
because I
can't
know that
remember my own.
ahead of me.
I've left it behind. All things are passed away. I've left
317.
it behind. Oh my goodness. Okay. Can you tell us one proud moment you had? Now it doesn't have to be your best proud moment, but something that happened to you that made you very proud of yourself.
I proposed to a lady.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
and she didn't say no.
Wow. IG, if it's not too much to ask, I know you will kill me for this. How exactly did you propose?
You know what to do.
I want to know, please.
Not here. Not here.
Okay. You tell
Not
me
here.
later. You tell me later. It's fine.
I'm not even going to discuss that with you.
I'm about to end the call.
Ask Enki.
When I end the call, we'll talk
Ask
about.
Enki. I'm not going to discuss that with you. No. We don't need details. We don't need details. I just proposed and it was awesome. And she said yes. And she said, wow. Then, you know that she was like, thank you, Jesus. I don't know how to cope. She said no.
Okay, we're moving to something else. We're moving to another topic. We're moving to another topic, my brother, before you kill me with laugh. Okay. IG, we've come to the end of the conversation. Before you show me your art, I want you to share something with the audience, something personally to you that you want to share with the audience, something that you want them to know, either about your faith, about your journey, just something you would use as an encouragement to the audience.
All right. Okay, Chico, thank you very much too for this opportunity. I have become what I am today because of my foundation in Christ. You know, when a man is born again, he's born of God. He's born of the Word.
Yeah.
So everything about our life is of the Word. My discovery of that had made my life better, and that has been the mystery behind my life from when I met OK, even from conception till today. I've been favored, yes, I must say. I've been favored. God has been faithful. I've met the best of friends. I don't struggle a lot to get what I want to. And it has been God throughout. Yes, the challenges have been there. Sometimes I even forget the pains and the challenges that when they seeing the outcome of, do you know how it took you to be here?
Yeah.
Yes, because God's grace has been there with me. And that is something that every one of us should embrace. To give our life to Christ Jesus and then allow him to take control. That is what the gospel is about. The gospel is about handing our life over to Christ and for Christ to take total control. Total control, I mean, is both physical and spiritual. And to set it up, whatever he has done for us as far as the gospel is concerned, he has done unto eternity. He says something in the scripture that nobody can pluck you out of my hand. Nobody.
Yep.
You can't even pluck yourself out of his hand.
Correct. There's no more that can be done as an addition to what Christ has already
relax. Yes, so you can now relax. Don't bother yourself. Whatever he did, he sealed it onto eternity. Now for you to express and express what it is he has done for us. Okay, Chico, thank you for this. Wow. I really appreciate this.
IG, well, the pleasure is mine. I promise you one thing. You're coming back because this conversation was about... Wait. Let me say why. No. Let me tell you, my brother, why you're coming back. This conversation was about anatomy. I wanted someone who had a skill in anatomy to explain anatomy to people and go and bust this myth of anatomists only becoming morticians. But now you've mentioned nephrology. I'm sorry, I have to explore it with you. So I can't wait to have you on my show again to discuss it. So please, just be ready for another invitation.
Looking forward to that.
Yes. Okay, so we now move to the final part. IG,
okay.
Are you going to be showing us your art? And if so, what have you drawn?
Yeah!
IG, why did you draw me now?
That's you now, correct.
Why did you draw me?
I don't understand. It's actually drawn something. That's you. I hope you're going to see this. Snap it.
I can see the face.
That's you. That's key. I'm going to snap it and send it to you. I'm going to snap it.
Yes, snap it. You think it's funny? I'm going to put it on my website. I have a website where I'm putting all of this art. So you better
snap it and send it to you. I'll snap it and send it to you.
Yes. I'm happy with it. Thank you. Snap it and send.
So they'll see you. They'll see you.
All right.
I'm snapping it and sending it to you.
Let me show you the art I made. Now, the art I made is different, but this is it. So, IG, because of you, I learned how to eat plantain raw and beans. You are the one who made me fall in love with these.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you're interesting. Okay, Chiku, you've not changed. You've not changed, okay, Chiku.
Honestly, IG, it's always a blessing talking to you. Now, I'm going to end this
Same here,
podcast for
same here.
everybody. Please help me again appreciate Igwebuike for coming on my podcast today. And I cannot wait
Let me
to
appreciate
have
okay
him.
for having me too. Thank you. I didn't know I could do this. You got me. All right.
So
Okay,
I'm going
Chiku,
to
good,
go
good.
off now so I can speak with IG privately, but I'll see you guys next week. Okay? Bye.